This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Chaparral fifth wheel travel trailer, model number 360 IBL. Okay, so this is not a floor plan video or a sales video. It's a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay. Alrighty, so we'll go to the rear here. We have just so you can see this right here, that is a quick connect for the LP system right there. So if you wanted to have a grill or a griddle or whatever, you can plug it in right there just to get into the system. So that's a quick connect LP fitting. Okay. You have a power awning with LED strip. There's some power here. Now this is prepped for a Furrion backup camera kit. So this, I believe, is prepped for the 3-camera kit, which is a camera on each side, and then the backup camera. Now, if you wanted to just get a backup camera, you can get that one also. You don't have to have all three. Well, you don't have to have any, but if you're interested, you can get up to 3 cameras on this one. And we do have them here. You can get them elsewhere. Either way, just make sure you get the right kit that fits this housing here. Okay. Alrighty. So there's your furnace vent there. Outside speakers. Here's your basement here. So we have your dump hose here. We have your 50 amp shore cord here. We also give you a reducer with it to reduce it down to a 30, and then again down to a 20. I'll make sure that, yeah, it's in here, it's right there. Okay. Also, you have a TV cable / satellite hookup if you wanted to hook up right there to a TV. A crank over here. This crank is it's not a 3/4 crank. It's a cylinder with a slot cut in it. So keep that in mind. We'll look at the other stuff on the other side as we come around. You have 2 30-pound LP tanks, full. Okay. Deep Cycle Marine battery, 27 series in here. Your other tank is here. As you can see, full. So, this device here, first of all, this is a kill switch. It's on right now. It shuts your battery on and off. All right, it's on. Second of all, this is your automatic leveling system. So this has let me look real quick here. It has a 6-point system. So 6 jacks on it. The most common, there's two commands you're going to use. Auto level, which is the most common, right? So you're just going to push auto level and it's going to level it. Now, the second common would be this one here. If you scroll down one, it says auto hitch height and then push enter. If you were to do that, it'll return you to the last known position before you auto level. So the idea is if you have, let's say you pull into the campground, you want to hook your tow vehicle, then you auto leveled. Well, it'll remember that last position and return the truck, or the trailer to that position, so you can just slide right underneath. So, I mean, you can retract all, but if you retract all, it'll nosedive the trailer. It won't hurt anything unless you've got something underneath it. I mean, but it'll nosedive the trailer. So auto or hitch height and auto hitch are the two most common. You can also operate these independently of each other, all the jacks, that sort of thing, but those are the two main functions. And there are some directions right here too. Alrighty. So this is the water area here. So you have your city water hookup right here. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer right there. But then you can look at the valves, and you can bypass your water heater here, right? You can winterize. You can fill your tank. You look at the pictures of the valve knobs here. So right now, I'm looking to see what. Right now it's in system use, regular if you were to, let's put it to, if you were to put it into this position here and fill your fresh water tank, then you would put it in this position here to pump water out of it. To use regular city hookup, it's this position right here, which is the most common. If you can see that, okay? The thing is, if you have city water, you're just going to hook it up and you're going to have it in the city water configuration. If you're camping someplace where they don't have city water hookup, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank, take it with you, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water out of the tank. All the plumbing will work as though you have city water. You'll just be pumping from the tank, okay? All right. So these are your black and gray tank valves here. That's why you have your black tank flush right here. So like it says on this sticker here, never turn on the water to the black tank flush unless the valve is open. So you always want the valve open. So you just screw the hose onto here, turn it on, it'll spray out your black tank, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. Okay? And of course you have some power here. You have all kinds of ins for cable and satellite. You have, like I said, your sprayer, and that's where you suck the antifreeze into the system when you're winterizing right there. So everything's located right here. Okay? So let me set this. This is your water heater. It's a 10-gallon heater. Okay. Right now it has water in it and it's in the camping mode, so it's all ready to be camped in for the summer. One thing to remember is you drain it right here, of course, and if you drain it, make sure you refill the tank before you turn it on, because you don't want to damage it by running it without water in it. So always make sure you put water in there before you use it. The switches are inside the trailer. You have a gas burner here. You also have a 110 AC heating element in there, so you can, or switch in there, so you can run it on either or both. Let me get this in the right position here so we can put it together. There we go. And of course, that's your other camera. Your other side light that's set up with the Furan camera. I'm trying to think of the name of the darn thing. If you pop your lens off, this piece comes out, and then the camera fits right in there. So the camera will replace this piece right here. Okay. All right. This is where you hook up your 50 amp service right here. 50 amp power cord. That is a vent for the range hood, so if you're going to be venting to the outside using the range hood fan, make sure you push on those two latches and allow that to flap freely so it vents to the outside. Otherwise you can just keep it snapped shut if you're traveling or if you're in storage, whatever. Alright, so this is the rear backup camera housing here. So like I said, you can get just the backup one if you want. It's up to you. Also, you have a ladder which makes it easy to inspect your roof. The manufacturer states every 60 to 90 days you should inspect the roof. So you're just going to make sure there's no damage that was done by, low branches or road debris, or no separation in any of the sealant where water could get through. You're just going to look it over, because you can't see what's happening up there unless you go up there and look. So make sure you take care of that. It should be part of your regular maintenance. Okay. So let's go inside here. These are your jacks for your ground control auto leveling. So you have the front, and then there's another one back there. So there's a total 6. Okay. So we'll go this way. This turns on your antenna. It's got a Winegard 360. And that's on, so if you want to use anything that's connected to the antenna, you have to have that on. You have your batteries charged, your fresh water, all your different tanks in levels. To light your water heater on gas is right there, right? To turn on the electric heating element is right here. Remember, don't run the water heater without water in it. To turn your water pump on is right here. You use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You also use that to winterize the trailer. Lights here. Let's see what else we have. All your slide rooms. 4 slide rooms. And then your power awning. You never leave the power awning out unattended, or else it'll get damaged by the weather. So if you're not at the campsite, roll it in. These are your heaters for your tanks. So it has heating pads on your holding tank so you can extend your camping season. And you turn it on and off right there. Alright. Let's see what else we have here. Turn some lights on. Okay, your thermostat is right here. Basically, it works like any other thermostat. You have 2 zones, 1 and 2. You have your mode where you go through the different heating, cooling, that sort of thing, and that sort of thing. So it's very simple. Paddle fan or ceiling fan switch. These are your keys for it right here. Of course, kitchen sink. This is, of course, a GFCI. There's 2 of them in this trailer. So just remember, even if it's not a GFCI plug like this one here, they're all still wired to that GFCI, so they're all protected. Alrighty, so this is obviously your refrigerator. It's 12-volt DC refrigerator. So it's a compressor refrigerator. It just runs on 12-volt DC. Always latch that so the doors don't fly up and get damaged. When it comes to your range here, you just turn it to on. That's the sparker there. You turn this clockwise to spark it. So you have 3 knobs for the 3 burners. And this one here is for the oven. The oven has a pilot light in it. So down here all the way to the back, there's a pilot light. You can see it sparking back there. Okay. So you go to the knob, you go to the picture of the flame, then you depress it. You keep it depressed through the whole lighting procedure. Then you're going to spark it with this hand. Once you see it light down here, you're still holding this in. You'll hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you can go to whatever operating temperature you want. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You have lights here. Alright. Always travel with the glass top in the closed position so it doesn't break. Of course, this is your microwave, of course. You have light on it, and then you have a 2-speed fan. I showed you the vent on the outside. You want that vent open and flapping freely if you're going to run the fan to exhaust, okay? Okay, your TV goes right here. It's got a backer plate here. You always want the green light on. You can shut it off, but you always want it on. That tells you your antenna's on. You have a sound right here. This is AM/FM radio. It has Bluetooth. It has USB drive, so you could put all your music onto MP3s and take them with you, whatever. It has different speaker zones, 2 zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. There should be, I'm not sure where he's got the remotes here, but I'll make sure they're all in here. I'm sure they are. They're just put away somewhere. So you have a remote for that. Then your fireplace has a remote also. Let's see what we got here. Wait a minute, I don't think we're plugged in right now. Let me look. No, we're not plugged in, so we're just running on 12 volt right now. So the fireplace, you can change the fan speed. It's a good space heater. You can change the color of the crystals. It's got a timer on it. There's a lot you can do with it. It's a really good space heater. Okay. Your hide-a-bed, you pull the back cushions off, all 3 of them. Then you grab it down here and you fold it out, drop the back into place. You've got a 3-panel hide-a-bed. Of course, you have your powered seats here. They have heat, light, and they have massage mode. So you can, it has all those. And we call it the shake and bake model because it vibrates and it heats at the same time. So, okay. Stools. Your dinette. Always make sure this top is folded down when you close the slide out. All right. Also, let me see if I walk past it here. Let me look around. Yeah. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right there. It should always be green like it is. If not, get it serviced. Don't wait, just get it taken care of immediately, okay? You have your bunk room here. And this is your power power converter right here. It's normally shut like this. So the power converter. So these are 110 AC circuit breakers, and they're all labeled, just like you'd see at home. So this is like your distribution center. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled, right? So that's where the 12 volt comes from, and also a battery tender. So it'll sense how much energy your battery up front has and needs. As long as you're plugged into shore power, it'll send as many amps necessary to keep your battery charged. So it's a distribution center. It converts AC to DC power, and it charges your battery. That's called the power converter. Okay. So as we go up the steps, we're going past the control panel, which we already looked at, to the bathroom. Okay. So make sure, this is incorrect here, make sure this is always latched. Whoops, I'm sorry about my camera look there. It's always latched to that position when you're traveling, otherwise they'll slam back and forth and eventually break. So you want them latched in that position. Another GFCI. The toilet works like all RV toilets in that it sits over a black tank, and you have a flush pedal here. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, of course. Then you come inside, and your black tank will have been flushed, so it's empty because you flushed it when you left the last campground. So you put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and then you step on the pedal. Water will come swirling out. You hold that pedal down long enough to put at least a gallon of water in the tank, along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used until you flush it the next time or dump it the next time. Okay? Don't use it dry. If you do, it'll get clogged up and the smell will be super terrible at the same time. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, I'm gonna have our guy look at that. I don't see what the problem is there. Yeah, I'll have our guy look at that. That's not right. Okay. This is prep for washer dryer, so you can put a washer and dryer in, or a combo. All right. And I gotta make sure that's looked at. You got TV hookups here, of course. You have storage underneath the bed. Okay. 2 air conditioners in this trailer, of course. That's why it's 50 amps. All right. So let me look around and make sure I didn't forget anything. I think we've got it all. So, okay, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National. Oh, one last thing. You have a power vent here, and the lid on it's powered, and the fan is, you can select speeds with it. So it's really good at pulling the heat out when you don't quite need an air conditioner. So keep that in mind. Okay, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof every 60, 90 days. It should be part of your regular maintenance. And right now this trailer has, the antifreeze has been purged from the system. It's been replaced with water. And the bypass valves are in camping mode, so you're all set for the summer, okay? Thank you.